Here we go. I was pushing the record button and it wasn't coming on. Hi, welcome to Zen Fits here from Blackstone, Virginia, the center of the world. But then you two are at the center. I keep telling you that, but you don't realize it. Anyway, the title of this talk is, we all have a little monk inside of us. We all have a little monk. Remember that TV show, Monk? The detective who was had OCD, Obsessive Control Disorder, and he couldn't solve a crime until everything was in place in his environment. If anything was out of place, all he could see was that. All he could see was the fault. If there was a disorder, a fault, a straw bent, a grain of sand not in the right place, a piece of pepper on the tablecloth, that's all he could see. All he could see was the fault. And he could not see the bigger fault, which was the crime, who did it, until he corrected the little fault, until he got his world in order. That's interesting because I've been writing about this morning, and 10 minutes. And the fact that how chaos and disorder are two wings of the same butterfly. The two wings of the same butterfly. But we separate them. We just want order, no chaos. We just want law, or we just want order, no disorder. We just want positive, no faults, no negative. We just want happiness, no unhappiness. We just want the good, no bad. So we separate them like this, you see. But the life is the sand won't flow unless you have two, you see. But we think we could cut that off and just have the good. And our whole society is based on that illusion that you can have up without the down. This is up, you see. We just want to have plenty of time. We don't want to lose time, but then we get too much time. So anyway, the point we're playing with here is that Monk makes us laugh at OCD, Obsessive Control Disorder. Does America have OCD? Whenever you have, see, everything is balanced. So this is balanced. I mean, positive, negative, negative, positive, up, down, down, up, you see. It makes one. It works together as a pair of opposites. And it creates, well, in this case, it creates a little time glass. I won't say hour because it's 10 minutes. A 10-minute glass, you see. Or if you want, I got these as a present. This is a 15-minute glass. Or you want, this is a 30-minute glass. But the point is, you need two to get the function. You need two to get the function. So with Monk, he needs chaos in order to get the function. Now the function with Monk is the eureka of, oh, I know who did it. The creative idea. The kensho of Zen, the satori. Oh, I see. And he goes running off, solves the crime. This is the genre of the British mystery, the genius of the Agatha Christie mystery that England invented, really. The aha of the detective inspector who restores order from chaos, you see. The chaos is the fragmentation of a situation so you don't know what the cause of the disorder is, you see. Who did it? And the British mysteries are all about that. There is English order. The village is quaint, idyllic. Everybody's in place with their little idiosyncratic behaviors, but it's all in order, you see. And then there's murder. There's this dark force. Somebody's in the shadow. Some Dr. Hyde or Jekyll, whichever one is the opposite. But anyway, this dark force comes in. So they call in the detective, they call in the monk, who will restore order by putting all the pieces together in one flash of insight, gestalt. I see. This seeing happens spontaneously, and it arises out of the disorder. But you notice about the detective inspector, he sits with the puzzle. He sits with the tension. He rests in the confusion. All the other detectives, the lesser ones, are saying, he did it. No, he did it. And they go, well, rush to judgment. Lock him up. That'll end the tension of not knowing. So when there's this tension of not knowing, we want to rush to get the conclusion, the solution, the order. And any order will do if it just stops this tension. I can't stand the tension. I can't stand the disorder. I can't stand the anxiety of not knowing. So I just grab anything to restore order. So the detective inspector waits. He never jumps to conclusions. He waits. He has patience. And he really, and he thinks, but it's always the awakening comes in these classic detective stories. The awakening comes by some inadvertent word or event. He's at the dinner table. He doesn't know who did it. Nobody knows who did it. His wife knocks something over, and that snaps. That's Zen. Zen is the stories of monks awakening when a rock hits a bamboo shoot. Something totally irrelevant, totally insignificant happens, and snap. It's like the solution. You do it in labs, or maybe a sugar solution or something. I don't know what the experiment is, but you can saturate a solution to the point where you just tap the test tube and it crystallizes. It just needs a little nudge, tap, tap, and it crystallizes. So when the saturation of chaos reaches some unknown point, just a little tap will flip it to order. And everything fits. In order, our idea of order is where everything fits. Oh, we say it fits. That's why I say Zen fits. But see, you see, fit is ambiguous. It means total chaos or total order. Which one is it? You choose, you see. Which is it? Total order or total chaos? This is Zen. What is it? If you choose total order, you're wrong. If you choose chaos, you're wrong. Now, what is it? If everything you do is wrong, what are you going to do? If everything is chaos, what are you going to do? You got to have order. We have to have order, because in order, everything fits. If when nothing fits, it's psychosis. A psychosis is a mind where everything is in total disorder. Nothing fits, not even you. Nothing works, nothing fits. Everything is a snowstorm of data, a whiteout. You don't know where anything is. You're lost. You've been daydreaming and you don't know where you are, and you're totally lost and you panic. Did I go past it? Is it ahead of me? Is it behind me? I don't know. Where am I? And then you see one little sign, one store, one street sign, something familiar, and bam, you know where you are. Oh, I know where I am. Order is restored, you see. Order is restored. So here we are the day after Christmas, and we have to restore order. Packages are lying around, wrappings, unfinished, coffee cups, everything. The dishes haven't been washed. Total chaos. Christmas was all about creating order and then total disorder. Everything has to be just right, and then everything goes pow. Packages, everything, people coming, going, eating, not eating, everything. Everything is just, and then the next day, anyway, Thank you for dropping in. Have a Merry Christmas. And let's start talking about the new year. There you go.